Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we got another game review video to discuss. We're discussing the games that happened over the weekend on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We're looking ahead to games that happen over the next couple of days, and we're looking at some of the standings updates, as we're only a week and a half away from the beginning of the Stanley Cup playoffs, so it's all of that coming up right now. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video here at the Into Talker channel. Now if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video and hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you all for your support. I'm never able to with all of you guys, so if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe button down below and don't forget to leave a comment down in the comment section below discussing today's video. Now as usual, I'm going to start off with the games that happened over the past couple of days. We had a lot of games happen over the past few days. There were 11 games happen over on Saturday, 9 on Sunday, and 2 yesterday and Monday, so we'll get to all those here. First, the Pittsburgh Penguins blew a 3-goal lead but were covered and were able to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning 5-4 as they have won 4 straight and have an 8-game point streak and improved to 36-30-11, while the Lightning have now lost and dropped to 43-27-7. So numbers out there for Tampa. For the Penguins, Malkin, who had 2 goals and 8 assists, Bunting, who had a goal and 2 assists, and Carlson, who had 3 assists, all had 3-point nights. Letang and Crosby both also scored for Penguins in the win, while Kucherov and Hedman both had 3-point nights with 3 assists. Stamkos scored twice, and Paul and Duclair also scored for Lightning in the loss. So a bad loss there for Tampa. Then we saw a battle between the top 2 teams. The Boston Bruins pulled a 3-2 OT victory over the Florida Panthers thanks to this overtime winner here from Jesper Boqvist from World Cup Sportsnet, but Boqvist was able to get the OT winner to help the Bruins get the extra point to give them a little more cushion for first spot in the Atlantic Division, so a good win there for Boston, as the Bruins have now won 4 straight and 5 of 6 and improved to 46-17-15. Well, the Panthers have lost 5 of 7 and fall to 48-24-6. Nuggets up there for Florida. For the Boston Bruins, McAvoy, Boqvist are the OT winner, and Coyle were 3 goal scorers for the Bruins in the win, while Forsling had 2 assists and Barkov and Kachuk were 2 goal scorers for the Panthers in the loss. So bad loss there for Florida. Then we saw Connor Bedard and the Blackhawks wind up being the Dallas Stars 3-2, as the Hawks have won 4 of 6 and improved to 23-48-5, while Stars have their 8-game winning streak snapped and fall to 48-29-9. So numbers out there for Dallas. Jones, Bedard, and Anthony were 3 goal scorers for the Hawks in the win, while Heiskanen had 2 assists and Ben and Hintz were 2 goal scorers in the loss. So a bad loss there for Dallas. Then we saw the Winnipeg Jets score 3 of the last 4 goals to wind up beating the Minnesota Wild 4-2, as they have won 3 straight and improved to 47-24-6. Well, the Jets have lost 5 of 7 and fall to 36-31-9. So now guys up there for Minnesota. For the Jets, Nemesnikov had 3 points with a goal and 2 assists. Fall had a goal and 8 assists, and Baron and Connor also scored for Jets in the win, while Kaprizov scored twice and Zuccarello had 2 assists for the Wild in the loss. So bad loss there for the Wilds that took a hit to their playoff chances. Another team who saw their playoff chances take a hit was the St. Louis Blues, as they were swept in their season series by the San Jose Sharks after losing on Saturday to the Sharks 3-2 in overtime, as the Sharks sweep the season series and improved to 18-50-8. Well, the Blues have lost 4 of 6 and fall 40-32-5. So numbers up there for St. Louis. For the Sharks, Eklund scored all 3 goals, including this hat-trick goal here in World Cup Sportsnet, but those with the first goal, the second goal, and an eventual OT winner. So very good stuff there for Eklund and the San Jose Sharks to get the OT victory. And then Cooley stopped 34 shots in the win for the San Jose Sharks, which was his first career NHL win. So very good stuff there for Cooley, very good milestone for him. While Thomas had 2 assists and Shannon Kyra were 2 goal scorers for the Blues in the loss. So very fantastic game there from Eklund and Cooley, leading the Sharks to a OT victory over the Blues. Then we saw Columbus Blue Jackets score 3 straight goals in 2 separate occasions and were able to down the Philadelphia Flyers 6-2, as they have won 3 of 4 and improved to 26-39-12. While the Flyers have now lost 7 straight and fall to 36-31-11. So great up there for Philadelphia. For the Jackets, Werenski had 3 points, 2 goals and 8 assists. Severson scored twice. Gaudreau had 2 assists, and Blankenberg and Gabranson both also scored for the Jackets in the win, while Lakesell and Jennings, who both scored their first career NHL goals, were 2 goal scorers for the Flyers in the loss. So a bad loss there for Philadelphia. And we see their playoff chances take a really big hit. Then we saw that the Toronto Maple Leafs opened the game with 4 straight goals and down the Montreal Canadiens 4-2, as they have won 4 of 5 and improved to 44-23-9. While the Canadiens have lost 3 of 4 and fall 29-35-12. So I could there for Montreal. McMahon, Nyes, Matthews, and Domi were 4 goal scorers for the Leafs in the win. While Suzuki had a goal and 8 assists, Matheson had 2 assists, and Caulfield also scored for Canadiens in the loss. So bad loss there for the Canadiens, but a really good one there for the Leafs to create separation between them and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Then we saw the New Jersey Devils nearly blow a 3-goal lead, but were able to hold on and beat the Ottawa Senators 4-3, as they have ended their 3-game losing streak and improved to 37-36-4. While Senators have now lost 3 straight and fall to 34-39-4. So I could sit there for the Ottawa Senators. Smith had 3 points, a goal and 2 assists for New Jersey. Bratt had 2 assists, and Hischier, Palat, and Holla Caulfield also scored for the Devils in the win, while Sanderson and Giroux both had a goal and an assist. Batherson had 2 assists, and Tkachuk also scored for Senators in a loss. So a bad loss there for Ottawa. Then we saw the New York Islanders open the scoring. It was all they needed. They wound up shutting out the Nashville Predators 2-0, as they have won 4 straight, 5 of 6, and improved it to 35-27-15, while the Predators have now lost 4 of 5 and followed 44-29-4. So understood there for Nashville. Dobson and Palmieri were 2 goal scorers, and Varlamov stopped all 41 shots he faced in the shutout and the victory for the Islanders. So a very good win there for NYI, as they're now in 3rd spot in the Metro. Then we saw the Edmonton Oilers blow a 2-goal lead, but recovered and beat the Calgary Flames 4-2, as they have won 5 of 7 and improved to 47-24-5, while the Flames have lost 3 straight, 8 of 9, and fall to 34-37-5 on the year. So good there for Calgary. For the Oilers, RNH had 3.8 with a goal and 2 assists. McDavid had 2 assists, and Bouchard, Draisaitl, and Brown also scored for the Oilers in the win, while Sharangovich had a goal and 8 assists. Kuzmenko had 2 assists, and Kadri also scored for our Flames in the loss. So a bad loss there for Calgary. And then we saw LA Kings jump out to an early 2-0 lead and down the Vancouver Canucks 6-3, as they have won 3 straight and 7 of 10, and they improved to 41-25-11. While the Canucks have lost 4 of 6 and fall to 47-22-8. Snuggers up there for Vancouver. Kempe had 3.8 with 2 goals and 8 assists. Fiala and Doughty both had a goal and 8 assists. Kopitar had 2 assists, and Moore and LaFerriere both also scored for Kings in the win, while Bluger, Besser, and Joshua were 3 goal scorers for the Canucks in the loss. So a bad loss there for Vancouver, as they lose ground in the Pacific Division, but still really interesting games there. And those were the games that happened over on Saturday. Going over to 9 games that happened on Sunday. First, the Detroit Red Wings quickly jumped out to a 3-goal lead and beat the Buffalo Sabres 3-1, as they have a point in 6 of 9 games, and they improved to 31-8 and in a playoff spot. While Buffalo's lost 3 of 5, fall 37-36-5, and that basically sealed their season as being out of a playoff spot. So bad stuff there for Buffalo. Raymond had a goal and 8 assists, and Larkin and Kane both also scored for Red Wings in the win, while Thompson was a lone goal scorer for Buffalo in the loss. So a bad loss there for Buffalo. Then we saw the Minnesota Wild start strong and beat the Blackhawks 4-0, as they have a point in 12 of their last 16 games and improved to 37-31-9, while the Hawks have lost 3 of 5 and fall 23-49-5. Snuggers up there for Chicago. Kaprizov had 3.8 with 2 goals and 8 assists, including his 40th of the year, which is fantastic. And Rossi and Gaudreau also scored, while Wallstead stopped all 24 shots he faced in his first career shutout for the Minnesota Wild. So very good stuff there for the Wild. Then we saw the Carolina Hurricanes shout out their opponent, as they were able to beat the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-0, as they have won 4 of 5 and improved to 49-22-7, while the Jackets have lost 8 of 11 and fall to 26-40-12. So nuggets up there for Columbus. For the Hurricanes, Teravainen had a goal and 8 assists, and Aho and Svechnikov both also scored, with Anderson stopping all 23 shots he faced in the shutout and victory for the Hurricanes. So very good win there for Carolina. Then we saw the Arizona Coyotes score 3 times in the third and down the San Jose Sharks 5-2, as they have won 4 of 6 and improved to 33-39-5, while the Sharks have lost 12 of 14 and fall to 18-51-8. Keller, Schmelz, Krause all had a goal and 8 assists, and Gunther and O'Brien also scored for the Coyotes in the win, while Thron had a goal and 8 assists, and Cunnin also scored for Sharks in the loss. So a battle game there from San Jose. Then we saw the Ottawa Senators overcome a few deficits and beat the Washington Capitals 3-2 in overtime, as they have ended their 3-game losing streak and improved to 34-39-4, while the Capitals have lost 6 straight and fall to 36-30-11. Snuggers are there for Washington. For the Senators, Greg had a goal and 8 assists, and Sanderson, OT winner, and Costello both also scored for Senators in the win, while Pacioretty and Protas were 2 goal scorers for Capitals in the loss. So a bad loss there in overtime for the Washington Capitals. Then we saw the Nashville Predators tie the game up in the third and beat the New Jersey Devils in a shootout 3-2, as the Predators have won 8 of 12 and improved to 45-29-4, while the Devils have lost 4 of 5 and fall to 37-36-5. Snuggers right there for the New Jersey Devils. First, we're going to O'Reilly both had 2 assists, and Evangelista and Yossi were 2 regulation goal scorers, with O'Reilly getting the shootout winner. Meanwhile, for the Devils, Jack Hughes and Chris Tierney were 2 goal scorers in the loss. So a bad loss there for the Devils, as they're also probably out of a playoff spot now. Then we saw New York Rangers score 3 straight and are able to beat the Montreal Canadiens 5-2, as they have won 3 straight and 8 of 9, and they improved to 53-21-4, while the Canadiens have lost 3 straight and 4 of 5, and they fall to 29-36-12. So Nuggets up there for Montreal. For the Rangers, Panarin had 4 points with a goal and 3 assists. Zemanja had 3 points with 2 goals and 8 assists. Lafreniere had a goal and 8 assists, and Kreider also scored for Rangers in the win, while Matheson had 2 assists, and Caulfield and New York were 2 goal scorers for Canadiens in the loss. So a bad loss there for Montreal. Then we saw St. Louis Blues blow a few multi-goal leads, but were recovered and beat the Anaheim Ducks in a shootout 6-5, as they have a point in 7 of their last 9 games and improved to 41-32-5, while the Ducks have lost 7 of 8 and fall to 25-48-5. So negative there for Anaheim. For the Blues, Thomas had 4 points with a goal and 3 assists. Kyrou had 3 assists. Shen had a goal and 8 assists, and Bolduc, Buchnevich, and Kessel also scored in regulation for the Blues, while Kyrou got the shootout winner for the Blues in the win, while Veterano and Carlson both scored twice. Killorn, Ziegler, and Lundstrom all had 2 assists, and Nesterenko also scored for the Ducks in the shootout loss. So a bad loss there, but also an interesting, tightly contested affair. Then we saw the Dallas Stars score 3 straight goals, including this one here, which was the eventual game winner for Mason Marchment. Welcome to Sportsnet. Marchment was able to make it at that point a 5-2 game over Colorado, and they never looked back, beating Colorado 7-4, as they have won 9 of 10 and improved to 49-29, while the Avalanche have lost 5 of 7 and fall 48-24-6. For the Stars, Ben had a goal and 2 assists. Johnson had a goal and 2 assists, and Harley, who had 3 assists, all had 3-point nights. Sagan scored twice. Duchesne had a goal and 8 assists, and Hintz and Marchment both also scored for Stars in the win, while Duhaime had a goal and 8 assists. McKinnon had 2 assists, and Lehkonen, Drouin, and Walker also scored for the Avalanche and loss. So really interesting and highly entertaining game from the Avalanche and the Stars, with a battle between 2 of the top Central Division teams, and it is the Stars to come away with the victory. Then we saw the Toronto Maple Leafs blow a 3rd period lead, but recovered and beat the Penguins in overtime 3-2, thanks to this goal here from Jake McKay, from all Sportsnet. But McKay was able to get the OT winner to help the Leafs down the Penguins, as the Leafs have won 5 of 6 and improved to 45-23-9, while Penguins now have a 9-game point streak, even though the 4-game winning streak ends, and they fall to 36-30-12. For the Leafs, Matthews had a goal and 8 assists. He's now up to 65 goals, which means he's only 5 back of hitting 70 with 5 left. It's quite possible he winds up doing it. And Nyes and McCabe, who had the OT winner, both also scored for the Leafs in the win, while O'Connor and Raquel were 2 goal scorers for Penguins in the loss. So a bad loss there for Penguins, as their playoff chances have taken a bit of a hit. Meanwhile, the Vancouver Canucks overcome multiple deficits and beat the Vegas Golden Knights 4-3, as they have won 3 of 5 and they improved to 48-22-8, while the Knights have now lost back-to-back games and fall 42-27-8. So numbers there for the Golden Knights. For the Canucks, Miller had 3 assists, Garland scored twice, and both Bether and Hughes had goal and 8 assists for Canucks in the win, while Eichel had 3 points with 2 goals and 8 assists, and Hanifin had a goal and 8 assists for the Golden Knights in the loss, as they have lost back-to-back games. So bad stuff there for the Vegas Golden Knights. So some interesting stuff there over the past couple of days. Those were 2 games that happened over yesterday on Monday. So those are interesting games yesterday on Monday and also on Saturday and Sunday. Going over to a quick look here at a quick game preview for the next couple of days of game action. There are going to be 13 games later today, and there's 3 games tomorrow, Wednesday. So we'll go to all those here first. There are going to be 7 games today at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Of those games, we have a ton of them. First, the Carolina Hurricanes are going to take on the Boston Bruins. Bruins trying to basically solidify their top spots in the Atlantic Division and beat the Hurricanes for a second time in the last week. Well, the Hurricanes are looking to try and close the gap between them and the Rangers for top spot in the Metro. Really huge and important game in the wild card race, as the Capitals take on the Detroit Red Wings. The Red Wings have a point ahead of the Capitals. I think both have 5 games left, so it's going to be a really interesting game to see who gets away with the 2 points in this one. Then the Ottawa Senators play for Panthers. Panthers trying to improve and gain a little bit on the Boston Bruins for top spot in the Atlantic. Senators trying to look to avenge their loss after last week being blown out by them 6-0, so that's going to be an interesting game. Also, 4 p.m. Pacific time, the Flyers take on the Canadians. Flyers looking to try and end this free fall they're on right now and try and get back on the winning side of things, take on a Canadians team who's been eliminated. The New Jersey Devils are trying to avoid elimination today, taking on a Toronto Maple Leafs team who's basically trying to solidify themselves with 3rd in the Atlantic Division. The New York Rangers are trying to extend their lead for top spot in the Metro, taking on the Islanders team who's trying to extend their lead for 3rd spot in the Metro Division. And then the Tampa Bay Lightning look to try and close the gap between them and the Toronto Maple Leafs, taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets team who's been eliminated. So those are games that happen at 4 p.m. Pacific time today. At 5 p.m. Pacific time, there are 2 games. The Winnipeg Jets look to try and basically solidify themselves as a top 3 team in the Central, taking on the Nashville Predators team who's trying to extend their lead for first wildcard spot over Vegas and LA. The Buffalo Sabres look to try and keep their playoff hopes alive beyond today, taking on the Dallas Stars team who's trying to extend their lead for top spot in the Central Division. At 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, the Avalanches are trying to close the gap between them and the Stars, taking on the Minnesota Wild team who's trying to avoid elimination again today. The LA Kings are trying to clinch a playoff spot, taking on an Anaheim Ducks team who's been eliminated. The Seattle Kraken and Arizona Coyotes play each other. Both teams have been eliminated. And at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, the Calgary Flames, who have been eliminated, take on the San Jose Sharks, who have been eliminated. So a couple of late night eliminated team games today, but there are a lot of interesting games. And then tomorrow, there's 3 games of NHL action. First, at 5 p.m. Pacific time, the eliminated Blackhawks look to play spoiler and help eliminate the St. Louis Blues from playoff contention, as the Blues look to try and keep their playoff hopes alive. At 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, we have a massive matchup, potential first round preview between the Vegas Golden Knights and Edmonton Oilers. Knights trying to get back into third in the Pacific and try and leapfrog LA and clinch a playoff spot, while the Edmonton Oilers are looking to try and close the gap between them and the Vancouver Canucks. And then at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, the Canucks are trying to extend their top spot in the Pacific Division, taking on Arizona Coyotes team, who's trying to play spoilers. They've been eliminated. So some interesting games over the next couple of days. Lots of interesting games that happen later today. Lots of interesting games that are going to happen tomorrow. And lastly, going over to a quick look at the standings here as of April 9th, 2024. So as it sits right now, we're about a week and a half away from the playoffs. The last day of the regular season is April 18th. It's April 9th. We're only about 9-10 days away from the end of the regular season. So with that in mind, here are the standings as of right now. The Boston Bruins lead the Atlantic Division with 107 points, followed by 102-point Florida and 99-point Toronto. 110-point New York Rangers lead the Metro, followed by 105-point Carolina. Those 5 teams have all clinched the playoff spots. And then also 85-point NYI at third in the Metro. Then you have 93-point Tampa, who's first wild card. They've also clinched the playoff spots. And they're followed by 84-point Tampa, who's second wild card. And they're followed right now by 84-point Pittsburgh, 83-point Washington, 83-point Philly, 79-point New Jersey, 79-point Buffalo, and eliminated Ottawa, Montreal, Columbus. And those are teams that are also looking right now in the Eastern Conference. Meanwhile, in the Western Conference, you have 107-point Dallas leading the Central, followed by 102-point Colorado and 100-point Winnipeg, who are second and third in the Central. You have 104-point Vancouver leading the Pacific, followed by 99-point Edmonton, who's second in the Pacific. Those 5 teams I just mentioned have all also clinched the playoff spots, and they're followed by 93-point LA, who's third in the Pacific. Then you have 94-point Nashville, first wild card, and 92-point Vegas, second wild card, and they're followed by 87-point St. Louis, 83-point Minnesota, and eliminated Seattle, Calgary, Arizona, Anaheim, Chicago, and San Jose. And those are teams that are also looking right now in the Western Conference. So definitely lots of interesting stuff there. Interesting to see that Vegas, Nashville, and LA are on the precipice of clinching. Interesting to see how close and tightly compacted that wild card race is in the Eastern Conference. Interesting to see it. The Rangers, Bruins, Stars, and Canucks all look like they're going to be division winners this year. Interesting to see that Edmonton's pulled away from the third spots in the Pacific Division. So lots of interesting stuff there. And interesting to see that Toronto's probably going to be third in the Atlantic and not Tampa. So lots of interesting stuff there. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on all this down in the comment section below. So I'm going to talk about for today. Any of the games over the weekend intrigue you on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday? Looking forward to any games happen later today or tomorrow. And what do you think about the standings? Anything jump out to you as a little bit of a surprise, in your opinion, with it being a week and a half away from the playoffs? Definitely have your guys' thoughts on all of that down in the comment section below. So I'm going to talk about for today. I'm going to tell you this video. If you're related to subscribe down below. Thank you for all your support and the real truth of you guys. So if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe button down below. And if you leave a comment down in the comment section below, so I'll discuss in today's video. Also a blog talking about news, rumors, analysis, stuff like that. So if you check that out, I'll leave a link to that in the description below. And I can't see you guys all for next video. See you guys soon.